Alright, so today's video is just going to talk briefly about a cultural concept that we came across in stage 22. So, you'll remember that one of the girls in the tavern was given a fibula as a gift, and the book translates this as a brooch, but what it is exactly this shape that we're looking at here. So, we're just going to talk about what fibula are and show you a couple of examples of them. And as the subtitle here says, it basically is a big elaborate safety pin. So the Cambridge Latin course translated as a brooch. And that's pretty accurate because some of them are these wonderfully elaborate decorations with these beautiful motifs on them and these wonderfully precious metals. But essentially, it's just a safety pin. And it was important for the Romans. Remember, their main dress was the toga and also with the tunics, and so you would have these folds of cloth that would need to be pinned onto themselves. This is at a time when buttons were not around yet, not yet invented, and so therefore there was no way to fasten anything unless you held it on yourself or you used one of these fibula. So here we have some lovely gold examples. This one is in the Vatican Museum, and I forget exactly where this one is. And we go to the next page, and the main metal that fibulae are made of is bronze. That's a pretty common one, although we do have iron examples as well. These are fragmentary examples of different styles of fibula found at the site that I work at, Poggio Civitate. And so you can see that we have this wonderful bow on the side, and here, where my cursor is, you can see the spring, and this is the catch plate that remains. And then here we have the spring also. And you have to imagine that from this spring would come out a pin, a very straight pin that you would fasten into your article of clothing. The fibulae are often categorized by their shapes. And so these two right here, number 107 and number 10, are both leech type fibula because they have the shape of a leech. And then this is just a bow because it forms a simple bow. And the Romans were very often used fibula. And so here are a bunch of fragmentary well-preserved examples of fibulae made in bronze. And you can see the pin here going into the catch plate. Here's another preserved pin. And you have this lovely preserved arc with these two dentals coming off. And so that's all basically a fibula is. It's a very elaborately decorated safety pin that they would have used. These fibula continued to be used well beyond the fall of Rome through the Middle Ages until buttons came around and became more popular. Once the button started to gain ground, then fibula fell out of fashion. If you're curious about looking at more Etruscan fibula, you can go to this website, poggiocivitate.classics.umass.edu, and search in the catalog search bar fibula, and you'll find a bunch of examples from the site that I work at during the summer. All right, thanks for watching, guys.